Okay, before the guests arrive, let's see if everything is in order. So let's see how. What? What the hell just happened? Where are my Christmas decorations? The tree? The figurines? They even took the small pillow of the chair, and that wasn't even Christmas related. You know, maybe Home Alone is right. There are lots of robberies in Christmas time after all. It could have been Harry and Marv who stole my stuff. I mean, who could... What the hell is this? Dear Mr. InSein, I took all your decorations because I have a purpose to give. I'll meet you in the other side of the room. Sincerely, the mean one. Well, who could possibly be the mean one? It could be anybody but... Grinch! Alright, where exactly are you? And why is the place all green? Well, I can totally see why, but... Wait, you're not the Grinch. Who or what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
No, you're not.
Yes, I actually really am.
For 2 reasons. First of all, according to this note, it's signed as the mean one. And you're not the mean one. You're just a spirit who foretells bad futures. Or at least that's what I understand on the story. And second reason, the spirit does not talk.
Well, for the first question, the reason that I'm considered to be the mean one is because I scared too many Scrooges in every version he's in. And second question, there are other versions of me that do speak. Have you seen Mickey's Christmas Carol? That one even has an evil laugh.
Okay, fair enough. For whatever version you are, if you're the one who stole my Christmas decorations, give them back to me.
No, not until you do the purpose that I'll give you.
Okay, fine. I will do whatever purpose you will tell me, as long as it's very easy and...
You must review all 3 adaptations that they have made for the classic story of how the Grinch stole Christmas.
Really? All 3 of them?
Yes.
That's the chance of hope? Sure, why not? I mean, I do admire the story and...
But there's going to be some sacrifices. At the very end of your reviews, you must pick and save one definitive version, while the other 2 will rot in hell. As you can expect from many people, you know which version that they have picked, as the other 2 were completely hateful.
So, I only had to pick one version? And if I don't, you will not give me my stuff back?
That is correct.
Okay, I will do whatever it takes to review all 3 versions. So I'm gonna start the review right now, just so you know. Okay, in order to talk about these movies, let's give a brief history on how this story and many of its adaptations have all went through. So, to start off, Dr. Seuss. He's best known for writing some of the most popular children's books, especially when it comes on rhyming words. Stories like Horton Hears a Who, The Cat in the Hat, and then what it came to be the most well-known story that came out at the same time. A classic that is titled How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It tells the story about this grouchy creature that is known as the Grinch, who hates Christmas a lot, while the other creatures that are known as the Whos love Christmas a lot and they celebrate it. So then the Grinch gets a devilish idea on dressing up as Santa and steal all their Christmas decorations and presents, along with his dog named Max. So during stealing Christmas, he comes across this little Who known as Cindy Lou Who only does to her is to lie and tells her to go to bed. So that's mostly it about this character. So after stealing Christmas, the Grinch figures out that this is the point where the Whos are gonna be depressed, but instead, they're still happy and celebrate Christmas. The Grinch finds the true meaning of Christmas, gets all their Christmas decorations back, and they celebrate. The end. The book was published in 1957, and a decade later, legendary Looney Tunes animation director, Chuck Jones, felt quite interested into adapting the story into an animated special, with the involvement of Dr. Seuss. Seuss at one point felt very unenthusiastic for adapting his book into the media, but Jones convinced him, and they did quite well with it because they made a legend with this special. So let's talk about the 1966 animated television special of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The special has the exact same story as the book, and thus that gives to be the best adaptation of the three versions, and that is being a complete faithful to its source material. Now there's still much to say to the other two versions, which I'll get into them, but given the fact that this one had the involvement of Dr. Seuss, is no surprising. The narrative is intact with the book to the special. It only lasts for 24 minutes and it's a good fitting for this running time. Now there's a few things that it did add up for this special. They're not heavy, just only bits of details. Like for example, the book did not have that much color. The special enhances the color, with the Grinch's insignia for his skin being green. Cindy Lou Who went from being this little Who from this cutesy little blonde Who with antenna coming out of her head. Odd, yet still funny. And of course, the ending where the Grinch saves the Christmas decorations from falling off the cliff. They're not heavy additions, but they just only bits that just work for the special, and I think they did quite well. And of course, the other addition that you could possibly never forget, and it's obviously the song. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. In this version, it is sung by Thurl Ravenscroft, who is well known for voicing Tony the Tiger in the Frosted Flakes cereal, and even voicing and sang some of the Disney movies at the time. He's well known for having that deep voice, and it fits quite well for this song. This is definitely one of the most nostalgic songs that you could possibly imagine. I remember that when I was a kid, I sang that song quite well. The composing feels very grand, but fun epic at the same time. The lyrics, which were written by Dr. Seuss, are some of the most memorable words that you just want to sing them out in the karaoke or something. It also gets the rightful tone for just describing it to say, I'm a mean person, but I love being mean. It is one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time, top 10 at best. And now let's talk about the main actor of this special, and I'm talking about is Boris Karloff, who narrates the story and voices the Grinch. Karloff is mostly known for playing some of the most popular Universal movie monsters, including the Mummy and the Frankenstein monster. Now knowing about this makes this even more amazing because he does well in both parts. When he does his narration, he brings a lot of quite distinguishable tone and presence in every word that he says. And when he voices the Grinch, he brings a very wickedly devilish performance that may sound a tad bit intimidating, but he still brings a lot of subtlety and fun at the same time. So he is quite impressive in this special. When I watched this special for the first time, I still remember that I did watch the live action film first, and then I watched the special later. But not too far ahead, since I did watch it before the live action film's DVD release. So that gives such good timing. But before watching The Grinch, I still remember watching it for the first time bits and pieces in the first two Home Alone movies, where the main character, Kevin, was watching the special in a few scenes. The most memorable part is in the second film, where the Grinch's evil grin translates into Tim Curry's evil grin. Quite a funny scene, wasn't it? The animation is bright and astonishing. Even for the 60s, this looked like it could at least reach to the Disney ones at the time. So much effort brought from the Looney Tunes animator. So what more could I say about this special? It is colorful, energetic, it has a great voice, a catchy song, and of course, Max the dog is freaking adorable. Say what you will, he is cute. Not to mention that it will always going to be a complete 100% faithful to its source material and best adaptation of the 3 versions, with no contest at all because it didn't have anything to cringe about. So I give a great recommendation for everyone to watch this special for all ages. Because I met some people who haven't seen it. What's up with that? That is all I have to say for today. And let's see what the other 2 versions have to say for themselves, because this is the point where it's going to get quite interesting. Happy holidays, everyone. To be continued.